What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Antoine, aka the Bigfella, and it is time to start another weekend vlog. Right now, I am on my way home from work. I had some stuff to do up at the office today, but let me tell you guys a little bit about what's going on this weekend. The original plan for tomorrow night was for me to smoke a couple of pork tenderloin for me and my wife and the kids to eat Saturday and Sunday night. But after a few group text messages, the family's going to be coming over tomorrow night, so I'm super excited about that. So I need to go to Walmart and pick up a couple more pork tenderloins so there's enough for everybody to eat. And while I'm there, I need to see if the sporting goods section is open because I need to pick up some more ammo for my Glock because I am completely out right now. And I would like to shoot some guns tomorrow afternoon. And in fact, I may see if my father-in-law and my friend Eric want to bring theirs over and see if they want to shoot as well. Maybe we can just have a nice big gun party in the backyard shooting at targets. But that's the plan for tomorrow. Sunday, me, Eric, and a couple of the kids are going to go out on the boat. I'm not sure where we're going because the water went back to being cold again. We had some snow and some ice Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday, I don't think it got above 40 degrees. As a matter of fact, the high for today was like 45. Then it's supposed to warm back up tomorrow, be in like the mid-50s, and Sunday is going to be like 57. So I want to go somewhere where the water is going to be shallow because shallow water is going to heat up pretty quickly. So I'm thinking about going back to Gardy's Mill Pond because the average depth of that pond is 4 feet. So it should be warmer than some of the other bodies of water I want to fish. I want to take a couple of the kids so they can, get out there on the water and enjoy themselves as well. And I also want to test out that motor that Eric gave me last weekend because if it's powerful enough to push all 4 of us in a pond, I think it's going to be powerful enough to make it up and down some of the slow-moving rivers that I live nearby. I want to try and get some striped bass in the boat this year and get on some other species. And I want to try to catch my first smallmouth this year too. And putting that boat in some of these rivers around here should help out a lot. I just needed a more powerful motor. I think that motor is like a 30-pound thrust, which should be plenty to get me and maybe someone else up and down a river. But let me go ahead and get to Walmart and see if I can get a couple of pork tenderloin and some ammo, and we'll take the rest of the weekend from there. Alright, you guys, just walked out of Walmart. I got some charcoal for tomorrow. I got some applewood chunks and chips. But most important of all, I got me some more ammo. I got 2 boxes of these, and it was like 40 bucks. And it seemed really cheap to me compared to when I bought it last time. I think 1 box was like 24. I think it was Winchester white box. That's Federal. Federal is really good too. And 1 box is only like $19.44. So I got 2 boxes of that. But I got the tenderloin, some hamburger buns, some hamburgers. And what else did I get? I got something else. Oh, I got me a new watch. It's an Ozark Trail watch. It's supposed to be good up to 150 feet underwater, but I don't see myself going that deep in the water. So I went ahead and got it anyway. That was on clearance for like $7. So let me go ahead and get all this stuff home. I think I might actually stop up the hill here at Burger King and grab something to eat. That way I don't have to cook when I get home when my wife doesn't have to cook. Yes, can I get a double Whopper with cheese? Just a sandwich with no onions, no tomatoes, extra pickles?
Double Whopper with cheese, and what's the after that?
No onions, no tomatoes, extra pickles.
Okay, anything else?
That'll be it.
644, you got 2 window.
Thank you. Alright, you guys, I made it home. I'm about to start making my father-in-law's birthday cake for him. We're going to call it a Roll Tide cake. It's going to be red velvet with cream cheese icing, and I'm going to try my best to put the Roll Tide A on top of it, but I'm not very artistic, so we'll see how it turns out. Alright, you guys, I'm about to make this red velvet cake. I read somewhere in order to make your cake like bakery-like, you would just add 1 extra egg than what's on the box, and then however much oil they're calling for, you use twice as much melted butter, and for water you substitute milk, and it comes just like comes out just like it came out of a bakery. But I'm about to mix this up and make a Roll Tide cake. Looks like they kind of sort of using the same concept that I was thinking about, with white icing and seeing if I can make a red A on the outside. I didn't get a chance to show you guys earlier, but here's the tenderloin that I bought at Walmart earlier, and here are the other two. As you can see, the size difference in them. I mean, 2 of these equals 1 of that. I think that's going to be enough for everybody. We'll have sides and the roll tide cake going tomorrow. But let me go ahead and season these bad boys up and stick them in the fridge so they can marinate all night. So when I poured the cake batter into these pans, I forgot to leave a little room for it to rise. So now there's cake batter everywhere in the oven. I may still try and salvage these because they're going to be covered in icing anyway. But they still taste great. Alright, you guys, it's Saturday morning. I'm getting ready to go sign Isaiah up for football. And I'm going to go ahead and mail this off to the contest winner if the post office is still open. But let's go ahead and let me get Gavin buckled in and we'll be on our way. Alright, y'all, we got Isaiah signed up for football. And this guy's been running around like a chicken with his head cut off. We are about to go mail this LTB if the post office is still open. Then after that, we're going to go get some food. I can definitely say if there isn't anything else, there's definitely abundance of food on this channel. Look at this guy. Country. Alright, you guys, we made it to the post office just in time to get the box mailed off. He looked like he's falling asleep back there. But I'm going to run to Walmart really quick. I want to check out a couple things, and then I'm going to go home and start prepping the food. Alright, you guys, I just left out of Walmart. I went in there to see if I can find a steel target, you know, the ones that you shoot at and it swings around. So all they had were the ones for the pellet guns. But browsed the fishing clearance section, and I came across this KVD Sexy Dog walking bait. It's a sexy shad color. I think it was like $4. I was like, holy cow, that's a good deal. And then I found these football-headed finesse jigs, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 5 of them in here, and they were only 50 cents. So I got 2 packs of those. I may actually use these tomorrow and see if I can catch a fish. I have a feeling we're going to be fishing really, really slow tomorrow. But let me go ahead and get this stuff home because I need to do some food prep. It's almost 1 o'clock. And I think everybody's coming over at like 4 or 5. And I think it's going to take a few hours to smoke those pork tenderloins. It's kind of sort of what I had envisioned, but I guess it's going to have to do. Alright, you guys, I got one of the tenderloins here that I'm going to smother in green peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, and onions. And I'm going to just roll it up and put it in the smoker so it'll all smoke together. That one should be flavored pretty nicely. The other one I just have marinating in like the dry rub, and those are just going to go on the smoker as is. Alright, y'all, got the tenderloins going. I'm smoking it with some applewood chips with a piece of oak wood in there to start. The oak is going to give it heat, and the apple is going to give it flavor. And once the oak dies down, that's when I'm going to throw in the applewood chunks. I'm going to try to smoke it between 250 and 300 degrees for about maybe 3-4 hours. And then I'm going to take it off of the smoker and throw it on the grill to give it a little char on the outside. So it should be pretty good. I love the smell of applewood. And this meat's looking pretty good right about now. That's the one that's wrapped in onions and peppers and all that stuff that my wife is drooling over right now. I also had plenty of oak laying around over there in that little pile by the trampoline between that blue boat there. And decided to, put it in the smoke box in here to see how this grill heats up. It actually looks like it's doing pretty good with only 3 logs in there. I should have smoked it on this one. I was planning on it, but I didn't know if it was going to be too big of a space for that little bit of meat. And I needed that for the hot dogs and hamburgers for when everybody gets here. I figured since I was out here watching the smoker go. Figured I'd go ahead and put this motor that my friend Eric gave me on this boat and take the old one off. Oh, what can I say? It looks good on it. Man, look at the size difference. Oh, jeez. Should be able to get around lakes and ponds a whole lot faster now. Airball. Got the burgers going. Got a few pieces of corn on the cob. And this tenderloin is just about done. We're at 162 degrees. I'm going to give it a few more, 3 more degrees. And I'm going to pull her off and we'll be eating. Alright, y'all. I don't know where this rain came from all of a sudden, but I'm still out here on the grill with this chicken. It's looking pretty good. It's got a secret recipe ingredient in there. I'm not going to tell nobody. It's vodka. I'm done cooking. Look how many people in my house.
My stomach too full.
Full. About to go grab me something to eat as soon as I get this fire pit lit. It's kind of chilly outside.
Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
Old time. As you can tell by my shirt, I got caught in some rain. It's raining pretty hard. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. But as long as it don't rain tomorrow so I can fish, I'm going to be a happy guy. I think the fishing is going to be pretty good tomorrow. It's supposed to start off in snow, but then it's going to warm up and be like 50 or 60 degrees. Say what's up, y'all. Me too. Yeah. But finish the rest of this night, maybe get me a little nightcap, finish my black and mild, and get ready for tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, I put like 100 rounds through my gun today, but I couldn't find my tripod so I can film a little bit of it. Don't know what happened to it. Just went missing all of a sudden. I know I used it last night when I was making the cake, and I haven't seen it since. Don't know where it went. So relaxing out here, though. Listening to the sound of the rain. Smoking this black. Oh, I got caught in the rain? Oh, man. Kids, who got caught in the rain? All these people in my house. I love it. Kids all over the place. People all over the place. Look at my nephew. Alright, y'all. Cookout over. Everybody's starting to leave. They're getting in their cars and about to start bouncing. But got an early day tomorrow. I'm trying to leave the house at like 7. I don't know how well it's going to work out yet. But I'm going to try to get on these fish. And fishing. About to get in. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get it in tomorrow. I hope we catch a bunch of fish. I hope it's a really good day of fishing. Alright, you guys, we got everything settled back down here at the house. The boys are over there watching one of the Transformers. And we got the kitchen straightened up, and I went ahead and cleaned my Glock after putting 100 rounds through it today. I'm sorry I didn't get any footage of that, but I couldn't find the tripod, and so I could set my camera up. So, yeah, just couldn't get any footage of that. But we got some footage of everybody inside the house. There was a lot of people here, and cooked a lot of food today, but most of it's actually pretty gone. The cake, that got punished, like, instantly. There's, like, no cake left whatsoever. But we got to sing happy birthday to my father-in-law, and yeah, it was just a great time. But now I'm getting ready to go upstairs and get out of these smoky clothes and get ready for tomorrow. I need to go charge up my battery pack and find my little mini cam so I can try to get some of the action for you guys while I'm on the water. So you guys will probably be watching this episode as we're getting on the water. But this is going to end this episode of Bigfella Outdoors. Be sure to watch the next episode where you can catch me outside doing what I love the most, getting my dose of the great outdoors. You guys should get your dose as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow.